front, right leg behind. Left leg in front, right leg behind. That makes it easier for me to cue. If you use specific sides as a coach, it makes your life easier. So, I want right angles on the ankles, knees, hips, everything all around here, okay? Hands on either side of this lead leg. Now, what are we trying to stretch here? We're trying to get hip flexion and external rotation, right? But what do your clients always do? They give you lumbar flexion, right? So don't cue them chest to the ground, because then they're just going to bring their chest to the ground. Whereas what I say is bring your chest forward. I'm going to come right towards you. I say find a target. Like I'm trying to bring my chest to that wall, chest up tall, and I'm trying to flex my hip, not flex my spine. That makes sense, right? Press your knees down on the ground. I want you to think connect to the floor. So push this knee down, push this knee down. Chest up, find your end range, okay? Now, I want you to actively use your hip flexor, use your adductor. Think about pulling yourself into this position. I want 6 long, deep breaths. Big breath in the nose, big breath out the mouth. Keep pressure into the floor. Long exhale, long inhale. Continue thinking about pulling in. You should feel a big stretch in the back side of your hip. As the coach, they're going to be uncomfortable breathing if it's not something they do. So you doing it makes them feel like they're not weird, right? Because like if you're not used to doing breathing, they're like they kind of like hide it, right? Also, realize you have towels and bolsters around to help people, because if some people are really tight, they're going to be like this, right? So like these wedges are awesome, right? Put that there. If the inside of their knee hurts, put that there, a towel, something. We don't want them to be in pain. That's why I asked them, where do you feel it? Oh, I feel it in the backside of this hip. Good. If they say they feel it in this knee, that's really not what we want, right? So got to check in. Good. After you get about 6 breaths there, if you're taking long, slow exhales, that should be about a minute, right? As they get better at breathing, they'll be able to breathe longer. Now, we're going to get internal rotation and extension on this hip. So I like this stretch because you get a 2-for-1, right? Hands behind the hips. Sit up tall. Press both your knees down into the ground, okay? I want you to try to turn your chest towards this right heel. Okay, sit up tall. The people who are lacking hip internal rotation extension are going to try to use their lumbar spine and do this. So head to the ceiling, press down, rotate in. Okay, take 6 long deep breaths when you try and turn your chest towards that rear heel. So this takes it out of lumbar. What Mike was saying too about 90-90. So this isn't the same 90-90 he was referring to, but well, look what happens if you don't have hip. You try to do this. If you're tall, right, now I'm rotating in my hip. I'm not rotating in my spine. So that's the difference, okay? If you get a cramp in your hip right here, that's okay. Just ease out, shake it out a little bit, come back. Cramps aren't necessarily a problem. It's your body not really knowing what's going on there, okay? So